Like, I can probably point out like 3 of them. They got to be fired by the end of the month. Yeah, it's still going. And this other guy came up, their Starbucks place, and now you can see the cake pops over here. Well, that's a summer spell. Hello and good morning. I am at Cities right now. The mall is not even open yet. It's 8:51. Well, for a reason, I have come here. I'm gonna have a doctor's appointment in a moment. Wow, look at these. These glass figures here. Look at that. All right, so I just got it done. You can see. Yeah, got my blood drawn, and yeah, about to leave anyway. All right, I'm just about to leave the building anyway, and well, look at this. You can see this elevator's placed like that. Okay, this is why this elevator doesn't serve this floor, although the other one does. Crazy discovery, but the elevator that I just captured, it doesn't serve the first floor above the ground, so if you try, then it still won't work. Okay, apparently there is another part of the doctor's area if you cross through here, and that's just as far as I'm gonna get to go. Pretty much, like, my job is done here. Alright, I just came to this Starbucks store now, and these guys are literally the worst Starbucks workers ever. Worst. Like, I can probably point out like 3 of them. They got to be fired by the end of the month. They got to be fired. Like, I've been coming into this Starbucks for like a number of years, and like not just today, in recent years also this Starbucks has been really, really bad. Like, we weren't the only ones, but even 3 or 4 other people were waiting for their orders to come. And like at one point they stood up. My God, they need to get fired. Yeah, and this, okay, well, I'm not even sure if he's a worker because he doesn't quite have a Starbucks uniform. Because like I would just boo at him if he was. Yeah, it's still going. And this other guy came up. Yeah. Oh, he's looking at me, obviously. Okay, well, he wasn't actually in the cashier when this tension really started. But, like, unless if these idiots get fired from Starbucks, I'm not coming here again. Okay, well, there's Starbucks. All right, before I go. God, that Starbucks was so bad. Like, I hope they get embarrassed. I actually hope that those workers get embarrassed. Now I got to another Starbucks, like, and I still have my heart pumping from that other Starbucks. I'm gonna try and get myself back, but yeah, now we're in that other Starbucks place, and now you can see the cake pops over here. Well, that's a summer special. There's the, wow, according to this notice, it says between the 12th and 21st of July, all these are for 15% discount. You see these mini mugs and all these guys as well. Oh, and the Starbucks cups. Wow. Okay, there's a store over here where you can get house items, like house furniture and some books as well. Wow, there's that cat sleeping at the entrance. Man, if the store was open, then he'd be sleeping inside the store. Okay, well, the order just came anyway. Now, at least these guys at Starbucks did what the other idiots couldn't do. Well, I don't want to say couldn't do, didn't do anyway. Well, you've seen why. Like, it's, I don't know, in the last months, that's what it's been anyway. It's been tough. I'm just gonna drink this. Ah, nice. You know, this is why I like it cold when it's hot. Like, you know, it just decimates your stress and makes you think you're on the cool, like on a cool down, you know, like you ran so long on the treadmill, but then turn cool down mode on. It's kind of like that. Dang it, that was intense. Like, I did not film another clip from there, but after I had my doctor's appointment, which you can see the bandage that's still on my arm. After I had my doctor's appointment, me and my mom went to a Starbucks store that is at a park outside the city's mall. And I'm sorry that I recorded the first clip there late, like after the scene started to escalate. But it was not just me and my mom that was baffled over the situation. A few other people were waiting by the counter for their orders to come, but the workers were working on one particular order for minutes for no reason. Basically, they are not good Starbucks workers. They suck. If you've been following this channel for long enough, then you should know that I have a gaming channel where time to time I do post content there. I have done 2 reaction videos on my gaming channel this month. On the first one, I reacted to a video of a guy that was going crazy at the Burger King. He was shouting at the cashier and he even broke a monitor all over a wrong order. But those Starbucks workers that I witnessed today don't care. They are arrogant. Like if I'm a Starbucks worker and I am making an order and when I'm just about to give the order by mistake, I drop it on the floor, I would absolutely hate that. Like my heart would explode like a bomb and I'd bang my foot on the floor. But that's not the point here. Those Starbucks workers are absolute retards. They're careless and they just do talk, talk, talk. They don't do the work. They gotta be so lucky that it was early in the day, like 10:40 a.m. because there were what, 10 to 15 customers in the store and that's it. But if it was to be 3 p.m., a fight would have broke out and basically everyone would have felt lost. It would become like a danger zone at Starbucks. You know, just after I left the store, there was this one guy I looked at and I thought he was a Starbucks worker, but he's not. And I said at one point that I would boo at him if he was. Well, you know, it's like when you're in a basketball arena and when the other team gets the ball and does dribbling, then you boo at them. Let's put it this. So one day your favorite sports team loses a game and you say, well, we should do better the next one. One other day you're in the arena and at the end of the game your team loses and you hear people boo at the team. Basically that's just showing that you care about the business. These Starbucks workers don't do even 1% of that. And like if you're going to any Starbucks store on a daily basis or at least on 4 times a week and you're getting coffee over there just before you go to work, do not go to that one because they have crazy, careless workers. That's not the first time that I have witnessed anything like this from elephant shit Starbucks workers over there. And yes, I'm shitting on them because they deserve it. And it's been going on for a few years and today I thought would be the day that I finally pull the trigger on them. Last time I went there a couple of months ago and I ordered an iced latte. And between the time that, it wasn't even crowded on that day either. Between the time that I finished ordering and the time that I came, it took 6 minutes. 6. And today, they didn't even look like they were working for a Frappuccino. Useless Starbucks workers. Like, I was actually planning to make today's video a whole lot different at the end of yesterday's video, according to what I had planned then. And to these Starbucks workers that I've exposed, I hope you watch this video 100 more times. But luckily, after getting the order at the second Starbucks store, that's made my stress. But I'll look through some my old stuff under this bed in just a moment. So I'm gonna go through some old stuff now under my bed. Well, I did have a look at this one yesterday. It's a workout mat that I still have never used. This is, I think this was the one that I used for when I went on my hiking trip. And this is the school bag that I had used when I was in my first, well, I had used, you see the one with the skulls? I had used this one in 8th grade and then at the beginning of 9th as well. And then coming into high school, I started using this bag and you can see that dinosaur costume there That was my first ever Halloween costume. Oh my, here's all of these. Yeah, don't mind the lid at the top, but here are all these masks. See this one? It's like a zombie, and he's like the ghost. And except for his mouth, he does look a little bit like Jason, but Jason, like, after he kills somebody and, you know, the blood marks around his face after just going human hunting. And there's the butcher's knife as well. Let's see. Oh, that's some rabbit ears. Well, those are certainly not mine, but in second grade, I had a Halloween party where, like, 10 students, like 9 or 10 students from my grade would come. And this is, I don't remember so much about this one though, but that's like a goblin mask. Looks freaky. And you got this heated skull. And yeah, I don't think I used any of these, but yeah, as I just said, in second grade, I had a Halloween party here at this house. And if I flip this, so if you can see, this is actually the costume that I had wore in 5th grade. It's a Mario outfit. You got the Mario hat in it. Ah, right. That was getting kind of heavy. Ah, boy. Finally out for a swim after this stressful morning. And like, again, at the part of the video that I was at Starbucks, obviously I captured the moment that we were telling off the workers because they weren't working right. I know it sounded like we were ordering at that point. I wouldn't have even filmed that part anyway, but when we got to the cashier, there were a few other people that were waiting around the area, and that's basically when it went tense. I was going to say I would rather take tomorrow to talk about it again, but it is going to be a J&J Journeys episode, and I don't want to ruin the vlog. Me, my mom, and my aunt are going to go on a sea taxi, right? Well, nevertheless, I just want to say that's the end of the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.